All right, welcome back to episode 4 to the Camaro build. In today's episode, we're going to be working on the new headliner. So let's jump right in. All right, so this is the headliner that we got from the salvage yard. And as you can see, it's been redone before by the last owner. You can see it's held on by zip ties right here. And then the bottom it's fairly good. But they did a decent job. The material was not too bad that they chose. But I have a vision in my mind that we're going to use. And I did find the material at the store. So first thing we got to do is peel this old material off so I can get the new material on. So I'm going to set you guys up and you can watch me peel this off. Alright, time to start peeling this off. First thing I'm going to do is cut those zip ties off. So let's jump right in. Here we go. Alright, now we're going to start peeling this old headliner off from the back side first. Alright, got all the back pieces tore off. Now it's time to flip it over and do the other side. Alright, and this headliner is off now. Now I'm just going to take some time to get some of this off.
Many minutes later.
Alright, now that this is all cleaned off, I'm going to show you guys the material I picked out. Yep, we got a dark gray suede. I think it's going to look super good. It's going to match the interior of this car really good. So it's time to get it all on here and glued down, see how it goes. And oh my god, guys. This is going to look so good once it's all glued down. I just put it over the top right now. This is the first time laying it down, but wow, that's going to look really good when it's all done. Alright, it's time to spray on our permanent adhesive.
Perfect.
Alright, that's not looking too bad. Now it's time to do the other side. It's shaping up pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way it's looking right now. Just need to fix some spots. Once this dries, we can flip it around, and then we'll snip these and then piece them to the other side, and it should be done after that. All right, we got our headliner flipped over. Now it's time to start cutting the slits in the fabric. All right, now that all these pieces are folded over like this, now we're gonna glue these down.
Perfect.
All right, we're gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna see how it comes out. All right, and just for some precaution, I am gonna lay some staples down right on the edge because I don't want this headliner going anywhere. All right, now that we got it all stapled down, the last thing we have to do is cut out the little holes where the headliner sits in place in the car. So it'll be the sun visor hole, and then there's a hole, I believe, right here, just a little rectangle, and then on this side too, and then yeah, right here, and that's it. And then we can put it in the car. All right, slicing the holes in the headliner was the easy part. Now it's time to get it in the car, but there's some things we need to do first. All right, first things first, we got to remove these bolts out of the sun visor. And as you can see, the last owner of this car, they just ripped the headliner right out. That's bad. Don't do that. Just take the bolts out. It's way easier. We'll check out the other side. Yeah, it looks like he did a better job, but it looks like he still ripped that one out too. Yep, you just take those bolts out, and then, yep, he did the same thing on the back one. It's so easy, guys. Just take out the screws, and this whole thing pops down. All right, the first one's out. Now it's time to move on to the next one. And boom, just like that, those are out. Super easy, so don't just rip it out. Now we take out this backlight. This one's super easy too. We just got two little screws here on the side. All right, there's that old headliner that they just decided to rip out, and then the little tab that was holding it up. And then as you can see, here's a little dome light. We'll clean that off because I didn't realize how dirty that was. And then we're about ready to put the headliner in the car. All right, and the only perfect way to get this headliner into the car is to put it in through the back hatch. So let's open that up. All right, now that we got the headliner in the car, now I'm gonna bolt it back on the reverse order. I'm gonna do the lamp first. I'm gonna see how that goes. All right, the next step you have to do is remove this trim piece here for the door. Otherwise, you won't be able to get this part of the headliner to go underneath. So let's do that, and then it should slide right in. Alright, so now headliner should be able to go in. That was hard. That was way too hard for no reason. Alright, so all we gotta do now is put the door trim pieces back in, and it's gonna be all done. So I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all finished. Headliner's all installed. Now it's time to check it out for the first time. And boom. I am really happy with the way it turned out. It isn't perfect, there is some imperfections, but doing this was actually a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. But I am really happy with the way it turned out. And it's definitely a lot better than not having one. So the material is a dark gray suede. At first, I did just have like a cheap black material that I was gonna use, but when I was like mocking it up in the car, it didn't look right. So I did have this vision in my head from the beginning that I wanted to do like a suede, and I am really happy that I did follow through. I am really happy with the way this turned out. Alright guys, so I think that's going to do it for the end of this video. Come here. That's going to do it for the end of this video. As you can see, the headliner came out pretty good. I'm really happy with it. But in the next video, I think we're going to finish up the rest of the stuff that I want to do on this interior. So stay tuned, and if you enjoyed, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. Peace.